Alrighty, it is player ratings time for the Cinch Premiership Old Firm match. Celtic have defeated Rangers 2-1 at Ibrox, but we're going to find out now who was the main reasons behind that win. We're going to rate the players, or I'm going to rate the players even from the goalkeepers right down to the strikers, to the attackers, and to the managers. So, if someone put in a shit performance today, there's no hiding, because I'm going to get to you. And maybe I'll just rate the fans right now. The fans, especially the ones that were throwing coins and broken glass, an absolute 0. Maybe I'll give you a -10 for being a bunch of fucking pricks. But anyway, right, let's move on then. We're going to start with the goalkeepers. Joe Hart. I thought he looked edgy first half. There was times where Celtic were passing the ball back to him. Rangers were applying pressure. They were pushing on to Joe Hart. And instead of just clearing the ball, he was trying to play it out. And a lot of times he was giving the ball away, passing it away, or he was having to kick it out, for throw-ins because he wasted that much time, wasted too much time on the ball. So, Joe Hart. And in terms of saves, he pulled off a good save for Sakala in the second half. But apart from that, it was pretty easy for Joe Hart. So I'm going to give Joe Hart a 5. Again, I don't think he was great. He had one good save to make and he pulled it off. And I felt in the first half he was kind of under pressure by quite a bit. So I'm going to give Joe Hart a 5. Al Mcgregor. What can we say about Al Mcgregor? Arguably to blame for the first goal. Possibly to blame for the second goal. First goal, he parries it straight into the path of Rogic. It was not a hard shot for Hatate. He should have done better, but he didn't. Second goal, ball's in the air for about 10 fucking years. He decides not to come and collect it. Maybe he should have done better both of those times. Arguably could have given away a penalty as well. I don't think it was a penalty, but it was a bit of contact when Maida was through, or Maida, whatever the fuck you call him, was through. So it wasn't great for McGregor, but he did pull off an amazing save from Abada. Wait, 10 minutes to go. So I'm going to factor that in. I'm going to give McGregor the same rating as Joe Hart. I'm giving him a 5. Up next, Greg Taylor. Probably one of the better games I've seen Greg Taylor play. He was really good. Made that great run in the first half. That was phenomenal. That him and Yotta's link-up play, Taylor getting forward. He did well. Better than normal, I would say. I'm going to give Taylor a 6. He was alright. He was good. He wasn't great. Maybe I could have given him a 7. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh, but I'm going to give Greg Taylor a 6. Or did I give him a 7? Nah, you know what, man? We'll give him a 7. I feel maybe a 6 is harsh. I'll give him a 7. Up next, I've got Bassey. Calvin Bassey. I don't think he did a lot wrong today, apart from being on the losing team. I'm going to give Bassey a 6. I thought he was alright, so aye. Starfelt. Really good today. I mean, when this guy came in, I thought he was a dud. I thought he was absolute garbage. I thought he was, what's your guy from last year called? I thought he was Duffy 2.0. But he's actually getting better and better. And today he was really good in defence. And, him and Carter Vickers kind of ran the show. So I'm going to give Starfelt. I think he dealt with everything. I'm going to give him, I'm going to give him an 8. I'm going to give him an 8. I mean, maybe it's a bit high, but I feel like he deserves it. So yeah, I'm giving him an 8. Balogun, again, for Rangers, I don't think he was overly bad today. I think he was alright. But again, he was on the losing side. I'm going to give him a 6. Or maybe, I'll give him a... I mean, he conceded 2 goals. You know what, I'm giving him a 6. I was thinking about giving him a 7, but nah, man, you're on the losing team. You conceded 2 goals. Can't really give you a 7. Carter Vickers up next. I'm going to give him an 8 as well. Scored the goal. Defensively was really good. Him and Starfelt seem to have a good partnership now. Celtic have this reputation of not being able to defend. Yeah, that's 2 Old Firm games in a row now where they've kept Rangers out for the majority of it. And they are the team with the least amount of goals conceded in the league. So their defence can't be that bad, can it? If we're being completely honest. I'm giving Carter Vickers an 8. Goldson, I thought was a bit weaker than Balogun, but I'm not going to... I think it would be harsh if I gave him anything less than a... I'm going to give him a 5, actually. I don't think he was that great today. I'm giving Goldson a 5. I thought he was poorer than Balogun he was, so a 5 he gets. Right, up next, Juranovic. Was great last Old Firm, arguably the best player today. He certainly wasn't. He was poor from the get-go. He did play one amazing ball through to Maida, but overall, Juranovic wasn't good, and he's going to get a, arguably almost gave a penalty away as well, to be fair. He's going to get a 5, and I feel like he's fortunate to get that 5. Up next for Rangers, it's Tavernier. I thought Tavernier was shocking today. Captain my ass. It wasn't a captain's performance. For me, the worst player so far. He's getting a 4. He was really, really poor. Even when Rangers were chasing the game towards the end, sometimes he was getting the ball and just giving it away. Slack passing, man. So I'm giving Tavernier 4. Up next, Callum McGregor. I didn't think he was that great today. I'm just being honest. To me, he was a passenger. He didn't really do much wrong, but didn't stand out. I'm giving him a 6. Ryan Jack, similar to McGregor, really. He's just there. I'm going to give Jack I'll give him a 6. Or I'm giving him a 5, actually. I feel like a 5. Jack wasn't that good. Tom Rogic was great. Could have, if he stayed on, I don't know what I would have rated him, but he was first half, he ran the show. He did have a terrible shot that he should have done better, but overall his play was great. His touches were great, his passing's great. He's for a big man. At times I look at Rogic and I think he looks fucking shit, but then other times I look at him and I think this guy looks world class. It just depends with Rogic. Sometimes he's great, sometimes he's really, really bad. Today he was pretty great though. He was good. I'm giving him an 8. Then we move on to Aribo. What can I say about Aribo? He wasn't really good either, was he? For me, he didn't do enough, guys. I'm going to give Aribo a 5. Not enough for me. Hatate, very, very poor. Last time the team played, he came out the block. I'm pretty sure I gave him a 10 in the last player ratings, but today he done nothing for me. I thought he was pretty poor. I'm going to give him a 5. Yeah, I'm going to give him a 5. Didn't think he was that great. Lundstram, another player, he wasn't great today, actually. He was pretty poor. Him and Jack, the partnership just didn't work. He gave away the foul that led to Celtic's second goal. It was a bad challenge. He got a yellow card, and rightfully so. I'm going to give Lundstram a 4 today. Moving on to Jota. Did look good in spells. I'm going to give him a 7. He did look good in spells, but overall I don't think he was that great. Pardon me, guys. Just burped there. Fucking hell. It's drinking all this. Know what it is, man? It's drinking all these energy drinks trying to stay awake and watch that shite called WrestleMania, so that's why I'm fucking tired. Yeah, but anyway, let's go on to the player ratings. No one wants to talk about gay wrestling. We are back now with Rangers, Aaron Ramsey. I'm giving him a 6 purely because he got a goal that I would have scored. But overall, I thought Aaron Ramsey was shocking today. I thought he gave the ball away a lot. His passing wasn't good. For me, he was one of the worst Rangers players, but he got a goal. So I feel like I need to boost his ranking up. So I'm going to give him a 6 on that logic. Maeda, he's fast, he's pacey. At times he does cause you trouble. He did take the ball around McGregor. Overall, I don't think he was. I'll give him a 7. I don't know, is a 7 too high? Maybe. Kamar Roof. I thought some of the Kamar Roof's link-up play, build-up play was not bad. I feel a bit sorry for Roof because I felt like he didn't have a lot of, support. He didn't have a lot of options alongside him. He was kind of isolated for parts of the game. But I don't really think Roof done anything wrong, to be fair. I just think he needed more from the players around him. I'm going to give Roof a 5. And I feel like that's been harsh. It's not really his fault. I'm giving him a 5. But, I don't think he was overall that bad today. Giamakis, a bit similar to Roof. Isolated, did not do much. All the talks about this guy, hat tricks. He came in the day and he didn't look like scoring at all. I thought Giamakis was poor today. I'm also going to give him a 5. I thought Roof was better than Giamakis, but fucking Giamakis is on the winning side and Roof ain't. So, that's it. Ryan Kent, he started well, but the problem is, the longer the match went, the worse he fucking got. Constantly getting caught offside. Loose passes, giving the ball away. Dribbles where he was losing possession. When Rangers really needed him to be at his best, he got worse the longer the game went on. That's my opinion, Ryan Kent. So yeah, he started really well, but I do think he got worse and worse and worse, and that's why I'm giving Ryan Kent a 4. If you don't agree with it, then I don't know what to tell you. We're moving on to the subs now. Arfield, I'm going to give a 5. I thought he done okay. Fashion Sakala gave the ball away a couple of times, but did have like a spark. He gave Rangers a bit of energy. So I'm going to give Fashion Sakala a 6. Maybe he should have come on at half time. I don't rate Fashion Sakala. I don't think he can shoot for shit. He did force a good save off Joe Hart though. But Fashion Sakala, I'll give a 6. I think I really blame the manager. Should have brought him on earlier, in my opinion. As for Celtic, O'Reilly, for me, didn't do a lot. He's getting a 5. Near Beaton, I thought looked great when he came on. I'm going to give Beaton a 7. He did really well defensively to see out the game. Abada was okay, should have scored, got into the right position but couldn't put the ball past Alan Mcgregor. I'm going to give him a 6. Anthony Ralston came on, committed a really bad challenge, rightfully got booked. I'll give Ralston it's a poor challenge. I'll give him a 5. He did see out the game, but a poor challenge. And Turnbull came on, in my opinion, non-existent. I'm going to give him a 4. So Turnbull there will get the 4. Now we move on to the managers. Ange Postecoglou's team, conceded an early goal, but they did bounce back well. I'm going to give Ange... tactically, I don't really know if it was that great of a performance, if I'm being completely honest. I'll give him a 7. It is a win at Ibrox, so, you have to factor that in. I'm going to give Ange a 7. I'm going to give him a 7. Gio Van Bronckhorst is getting a 2. I'll tell you the reason why he's getting a 2, right? Rangers took the lead there early on. That's all good and dandy. But I thought, apart from that, as soon as Celtic got their goal, I thought Celtic were the far better team in the first half. Second half, Rangers did get more possession. They did, get into Celtics at last third more than Celtic into Rangers. But in terms of what they created, there wasn't really much. Honestly, there was not much. There was a Fashion Sakala shot that Joe Hart had to save. But apart from that, guys, there wasn't a lot, and he had 5 subs available to him, and he only used 2. Now, maybe I'm not up to date, maybe I'm not too knowledgeable with the Rangers' injury fitness problems at the moment. Maybe the bench is fucked, I don't know. But for him, in a match like this where the title's on the line, and he just essentially leaves it as it is when they need a goal. He has to try something. Yeah, he brought Arfield and Sakala on, but Ange used all 5 substitutions, so why was Gio not doing the same? Even if it's players that aren't that good, I think you have to bring them on. Where were they? I don't know who was on the bench, but they never... why were they not brought on? Really, really poor for Gio. In my opinion, it was almost like when he got towards the end of the game, he was just content to let it go the way it was going and pray for an equaliser, and it didn't come. So for that reason, guys, I think Gio's getting a 2. That's my ratings for the game. Like I said, quality-wise, it wasn't good, but I thought Rogic was great today for the 60 minutes that he played, and the Celtic defence was, Starfelt and Fickles, they were pretty... they dominated Rangers, didn't they, really? Rangers never really created anything, and they both linked up to get the second goal as well, so I'm giving them both an 8. But overall, guys, it wasn't that great of a game, but it was fun to watch. Shame about the shit getting thrown into the crowds, but here, I guess that's how the old form is. It's not going to change. Anyway, that's it. League's over, in my opinion. Till next time, peace.